long gone. All the Ferrari have been sold, while production of the McLaren F1 ends this year. It seemed like the end of an era. But suddenly, Porsche have produced a new supercar, a machine with a price tag of around £750,000. You won't see one on the roads for some time yet, but it's already been a success on the racetracks. Porsche set out to win this year's Le Mans with their brand new car. They out-qualified all the GT opposition and went on to win the class, finishing second and third overall. Beaten only by the Open Top Sports prototype race winner that just happened to have a Porsche engine. Close, your first impression of the GT1 is that it's a squashed 911. Purposeful rather than beautiful. A compromise between road car regulations and racing design demands. Think of it as a 200-mile-an-hour office, finished in naked carbon fibre. Time to go to work.
This is chassis 001, the development prototype which covered over 5,000 miles of testing, including one non-stop 27-hour test at Paul Ricard before the GT1 made its debut at Le Mans. The bodywork is all the very latest high-tech carbon fibre. The chassis is good old-fashioned steel. Weighing 1,050 kilos with over 600 horsepower, this Hockenheim short circuit is a little bit too tight for such a machine. And in fact, I'm only using 5 of the 6 synchromesh gears around here, but I'm going to be using all of the 8,000 rev limit.
But first, into the pits for a check-over and a chance to see the latest supercar laid bare. Up front, the white steel is the road car 911 bit, but at the back, the engine is mid, not rear mounted. On a racing car, form follows function, and everything is designed to be got at quickly during a race, and that includes the brakes. Carbon, of course, but for the first time ever, carbon with ABS, so it stops as well as it goes.
So how does this 911 GT handle? How does it compare to the McLaren F1 that I've tested and the Lister Storm that I race?
Well, to start with, I sit on the right in the Lister, in the middle in the McLaren, and on the left in the Porsche, and they're all about as different as that. The Porsche is certainly no easy ride, with a bouncy front end that keeps you guessing and a snappy rear that keeps you alert, while the twittering turbochargers probably provide more power than the opposition.
Snatching a third, full throttle, very well balanced in there. If there's no bumps, it's lovely. If there's bumps, they're pogos. So which would I choose out of the 3 cars? They all lap within a second of each other. And of course, because I'm biased, I like my big British engine Lister Storm. But if I had to choose between this Porsche and the McLaren, I'd have to take the Porsche.
I'm not too sure that you'll ever see that many GT1s on the roads, but this new supercar looks certain to provide Porsche with a lot more places on top of the podium.
Next week, is it the end of the road for the joke book? The new Skoda Octavia on test. I'll show you the world's best second-hand car. And if you want to know how that Porsche got on in its first British race, don't miss Top Gear Motorsport next Monday, BBC Two.